I've been working on this Mesh2Motion tool for a while, and I've never really given any video instructions on how these animations are made and added to the application if an animator wanted to help out with this. So I thought I would at least spend a little bit of time making a few small videos on that process to help people that might be interested. The first thing to do is uh, get all of the source files uh, for the models and rigs and animations. And all of that is on GitHub. So if we just go to GitHub and then do Mesh2Motion, easiest way is probably just click the first GitHub. Now this GitHub repository is the application that, so it's kind of confusing a little bit because you don't I don't store all of the Blender source files here. The application really just stores all of like the final web application files, so it doesn't really need a ton of Blender files that they can't use. So if you want to get all of the Blender files, you're going to have to go up one directory. So we're in the app right now. You kind of go up here to this parent directory for the project, and then if you scroll down a little bit, there's this you can see a list of all the repositories that are associated with it, and then one of them is called assets. So what you're going to do is click on that, and this has everything that we need uh, to work on it. So if you know GitHub, you can clone it and then get the files that way on your computer. If you don't know Git or GitHub to pull the files down, you can always just download a zip file here. So you just click download, it'll download the zip file. I already downloaded it. It'll be something like this, and then you can just kind of right click it, extract it, and then see all the files this way. Most of these folders we really don't have to worry about. Uh, a lot of these have to do with uh, the application itself, like moving the animation files to the application, which animators really shouldn't have to worry about. They really just need to create some animations. So for that, you really just need to worry about this rigs folder. Um, the only other folder I'll just mention is this 3D models folder. So all of um, the 3D models were modeled in Blender for everything. Uh, and then the actual like Blender files that I use to create these uh, kind of in a T pose, kind of in a T pose for working on it, uh, is just in here. So that's where the original 3D models are at. Other than that, everything else is in the rigs folder. Uh, the one thing that you'll notice is that there's kind of a base level blend file with the rig, and then every one of these types of models has their own folder with it. The basic idea is that these rig files only have the 3D model and the like a skinned rig for it. So it pretty much just gets it ready to animate type of thing. And then I added a little bit of uh, constraints and things like that to make it easier. But yeah, these base files don't actually have animations in them. They're kind of just a setup ready to animate. And then if we go into any of these folders, like if we go into the bird one, the flap, uh, it will it will end up referencing the model and skeleton end up referencing this file. So if we would make changes to this base file, if we would add more bones, or if for some reason the model had some issues and we needed to update that, uh, it would kind of automatically get updated in all of these files. So that's kind of, yeah, why it's done. But if somebody's making animations, you really are just going to be in one of these rigs uh, folders the whole time. And then yeah, it's spending most of your time doing things like that. And then I guess finally, just for in terms of what Blender version to use, I am currently on version 5.0.1. I think you can probably open them in 4.5. Uh, I think if you would end up submitting anything to help out with this project or working on your own animations, I don't know how big of a difference the animation system has changed with some of it. I'm not really using too many like crazy advanced stuff with the animation system, so it probably will be okay. But if you do have issues, it's probably safest to use the version that I'm kind of on, so probably 5.0 or newer.